Hey folks, Mad Dog and Merrill here. We're gonna have a great time, and I mean G-R-A-T-E. We have a lot of grilling for you good folks, but we're gonna do a little quiz right now.
Okay.
Merrill, we are at a wonderful place. It's a tourist attraction in Wisconsin where thousands and thousands of people come since 1960.
1960.
Yep, and in 1945, Alex Jordan, right on Deer Shelter Rock, created this beautiful tourist attraction.
Really?
It's got an infinity room that's 218 feet long, that's unsupported, so it looks like it goes on forever and ever. It's got a sea creature with enormous teeth.
Wow.
That's 200 feet long.
Right here in Wisconsin?
Right here in Wisconsin.
Really?
It's got a musical machine collection that's the best in the world.
Really?
And it's also got a carousel with 20,000 lights, and it's the world's largest carousel.
That's what took you so long? You were in there counting those lights?
I was riding them.
Boy, I bet you got mixed up every time.
And every holiday season, it's open year-round, 6,000 Santa collections.
6,000?
That's a lot of beer.
That's a lot of Santa Claus, I'll tell you.
Anyway, we're going to give you the answer to that quiz in just a moment, and we got a lot of grilling to do, so stay tuned to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. We'll be right back.
Let's get grilling.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by North Star Mohican Casino and Resort, the Minnesota Propane Association, the Beef Councils of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and by Fat Louie's Olive Oil.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Mad Dog and Merrill here, and we just want to say hi to the guy that didn't appreciate us wearing gloves.
Yeah.
But how else can you be sanitary when you're cooking with chicken?
That's right. You know, what's the deal of you wearing plastic gloves? Are you trying to tell me I'm supposed to wear plastic gloves? Yeah.
No, folks.
No.
We wouldn't do that to you. Hey, I'll tell you what, the answer to that quiz when we started, we're at the gorgeous House on the Rock, and we're going to talk a little bit more on that and show you some great footage of House on the Rock in Spring Green, Wisconsin. And today I'll be Frank.
I'll be Lloyd.
And we're right. Because Frank Lloyd Wright Center is just around the corner also. Great attraction. It's a wonderful idea to come to House on the Rock and see all the great things at Spring Green, Wisconsin. Plan your next trip here. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's a beautiful territory.
Because I got these gloves on, I'm going to start out with we're going to talk a little bit about marinades, folks.
Yes.
Now we've been doing grilling presentations for 30 years.
Oh.
And in 30 years ago, we used to tell folks to take a nice big old beef roast, marinate that son of a gun like for a day and a half.
Exactly.
And the acids that were in that marinade would rip through the tissues and tenderize it, when in essence it's how you cook it, the indirect method of cooking that would make that roast nice and tender.
Right.
So now we marinate not to tenderize.
No, we don't.
But to give a little character, personality, and flavor to cuts of meat. 2 to 8 hours before your guests come over, here's what you're going to do. We're going to get some wonderful, beautiful chicken thighs, and we're going to cook these in a little bit on the grill. But Merrill, I can't do anything with these. I can't do anything with these darn gloves.
Maybe that guy was right. Maybe why do you wear those things? I'm gonna be worried about mine. I'm gonna check mine out. I ain't gonna look a fool.
These could be this could be asparagus, could be tuna steaks, could be pork, could be beef. I could go on and on and on. But today they're chicken thighs, and I'm gonna do a great little teriyaki recipe.
Oh, I like teriyaki.
Now we mentioned that we don't tenderize cuts of meat with the acid, but we do want to break down surface tissues to work the flavor in.
Yep.
Those tissues have been shot for years, folks.
They have.
So don't worry about those. Those are over-marinated.
Yeah, that's what happens if you do over-marinate.
But marinades have 3 major ingredients. The first ingredient is an acid. Acids do break down surface tissues. Lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruits, pineapples, red wines, red wine vinegars, white vinegars, herbal vinegars, Worcestershire, soy sauce.
Beer.
That's why his tissues are shot, folks.
Yeah.
Mustards, yogurts, soy sauces, teriyaki sauces.
Point.
So we actually are going to mix a couple of acids here today.
All right.
I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lime over the top of my chicken. That's going to break down the surface tissues of the meat. The second ingredient, and also an acid, which is going to break down surface tissues of the meat, would be a soy sauce. So I'm going to do a teriyaki recipe with lime, with soy, and the lime is in place of the white wine. You can add white wine, but we're doing lime today. So I'm going to add a whole bunch of soy sauce in there because that's going to absorb right into the meat product. Now the acids are breaking down the surface tissues of the meat. The second ingredient are flavorizers, and you can mix and match those. Now the Sanskirts, years and years ago, when they saw a deer and it had antlers, they called it ginger. And that's how, because the ginger roots have like deer antlers to it, that's the name for ginger, is deer antlers in the Sanskrit term. So we're going to add some wonderful ginger, just diced up, chopped up, grated up, whatever you want to do. Some wonderful garlic over the top of that. So now we have the acids breaking down the surface tissues of the meat. The flavorizers are working in. I'm going to add a little bit of our grilling magic because that's a great garlic pepper blend.
That will add some nice garlic flavor.
And then, of course, we want to seal that all in, and we always preach to glisten with an oil 90% of the meat products before you place them on the grill. So I have a garlic-infused olive oil that we're going to pour in here to help reinforce the flavor of the garlic. And the last ingredient of mine is going to be brown sugar.
There you go.
So there's my marinade. I'm going to go put this in the cooler and refrigerate this for about 2 to 8 hours, 20 minutes.
It's a secret. We're on television.
Tell them.
Oh, okay, I won't.
Now you do your recipe and I'll be right back.
All
Let me
right,
put this in the
sounds good,
refrigerator.
sounds good. You know, jerk chicken. I just love jerk chicken. We get a lot of calls for people wanting to know, how do you do jerk chicken on the
It was
grill?
actually named after Merrill, by the way.
Well, yes, because I am the main jerk. That's for sure. But it's so easy to do. Now, I'm doing chicken thighs today. There again, Mad Dog had done some chicken thighs. Chicken thighs have about 6% more fat than your regular chicken breast, which really makes a big difference. Adds a lot of flavor to this dish. Now, I have made jerk chicken from scratch, but I found out that it really takes a long time and it's really easy and more economical if you go with the mixes. So all you diehards out there, jerk fans, well, don't do that. You got to do it from scratch. This recipe really works and it's very good. I don't know, I probably got a good 8 chicken thighs in here. I got them in the bag. We do a lot of marinades completely in bags, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the marinade. And the marinade, really, I will go maybe about 30 minutes on this. That's about all. Makes a big difference, but I'm not going to use all the marinade on there. I'm just going to pour a little bit of the marinade in this. Oh, I don't know, maybe I got a cup in there or so. And then here's another thing that I like doing is that you can get the dried jerk seasoning, and you can use any type of jerk seasoning that you want, but this really adds a really good flavor. This has all the peppers and everything else that you have.
The thyme, the nutmeg.
Yeah, it makes a big difference because you got to spend all day long. I don't have time.
No.
I don't have time. So I'm going to pour some of this in here, and I like using quite a bit. I'm going to use probably a good 2 or 3 tablespoons. Use your own discretion. Remember the taste method. You got to go ahead and taste your product to see how good it is. And then add some brown sugar in there, sir. Boy, you're just all fingers today. It's a whole thing. All right. Mix that in there. Now, this is actually the sugar on there. It's going to make this caramelize. But there again, I'm going to go stick this in the cooler.
Quit calling me sugar on
television.
television.
I know. I'm going to mix this up. And then I'm going to let this sit for about maybe 30, 40 minutes, and then we're going to be grilling it up and show you how it comes out a little bit later on there. But it comes out very good, very flavorful, very easy to do.
Okay, here's another trick, folks.
Okay.
No, we're going to talk a little bit more about marinades.
All
We're
right.
going to scoot on over here, and I'm going to move some of this stuff so we can see.
Okay.
We're going to do a dessert on the grill. Never did the peaches before, but we're going to try canned peaches. I took and drained the juices out of the canned peaches. These are peach halves. And I've got some peach wine. That's the acid that's going to not tenderize these little devils, but it's going to add some wonderful flavor. So we went to Door Peninsula Winery, grabbed some beautiful peach wine, and I'm going to sprinkle a little peach wine over the top of those peaches. Now, the same folks up there in Door County also have Fat Louie's, and they've got a peach-infused olive oil.
Oh, no, that one I have not had.
I haven't either. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you, the infused...
Isn't that amazing?
The infused olive oils, you're really going to be surprised.
So we're going to put a little oil over the top of these, and I'm going to marinate these with just a little bit, and I think I need to add, and I don't know why I'm doing this, I'm going to add some of our seasonal.
Okay.
And it's similar to like the most popular name brand seasonal, only with a little more celery, a little more turmeric to it. So I'm going to add this one.
That's something I haven't had for a while. Celery. Got that, Rod? Haven't had a celery for quite a while.
That means money, Rod.
Rod, that means money, yes.
So we're going to marinate these peach halves, and at the end of the presentation, I'm going to add coconut almond slices, and I'm going to drizzle caramel.
Oh, caramel.
That's another name for caramel.
Not caramel, caramel. You ever notice that the chefs are going to use a little caramel? Okay.
Now here's a great idea right here. So those peaches we'll do at the end of the show too. The chicken breast thighs we're going to do at the end of the show. Here's a wonderful little idea. You take a baked potato, you split that little devil in half, and we're going to add some slivers of garlic in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of slices of pepperoni over the top of that.
I love pepperoni.
And then we're going to add a little bit of Grandma Hazel's rub, which has a little fennel, little dill, garlic, peppers, onions, herbs in there. So we're going to add a little Grandma Hazel's rub over the top of that. I'm going to place that back together. So the next time you do baked potatoes, don't do blasé potatoes.
No.
Wrap that up in aluminum foil, and we're going to place those on the grill. And I've got one going already, and we're going to show that baby in about 20 minutes, folks. So stay tuned for that one. Here's the last thing we're going to do.
Really? What are we going to do?
Rubs help seal in the moisture of meats. They help to seal. We're not talking a little salt and pepper here. We're talking rubs that are going to seal in. And we talked a lot of times over the years about coffee rubs, but I don't believe we ever made one.
You know what? We haven't. We have talked about that a lot.
And it's going to sound gritty because we're using the pre-perk grounds right out of the canister before we put them into Mr. Coffee. Maker.
That's
Can I
right.
say Mr. Coffee
You
Maker?
can say Mr. Coffee. What's Mr. Coffee going to do? Nothing.
So we're going to add equal parts of coffee, equal parts of brown sugar, and equal parts of your favorite herbs and spices, which I hope is Grandma Hazel's, because Grandma Hazel's has everything you need in there. And we did this on I did this for the good folks in Green Bay, you'll understand, Fox 11, a couple of days ago in Green Bay. And I had put equal parts of Grandma Hazel's in there, and we put it on some short ribs.
I know, I seen that. I actually watched him on television this time.
Yes, you did. Merrill was at the wonderful Sauerkraut Fest.
Yeah.
So we're going to mix that all together. We're going to blend that together, make a coffee rub, and we're going to actually put that on some bison steak in just a little bit.
Yeah, can I make one important thing too? Is do the taste method all the time, folks. I mean, don't be afraid to taste it to see what it's like. If you like more sugar on it, more coffee, oh, that's perfect.
Isn't that delicious?
Guys, it's good. You've got to try it. It's unbelievable.
So you can see we have a lot of things to look forward to, so don't go away. We're filming here on House on the Rock in Spring Green. We'll be right back.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by North Star Mohican Casino and Resort.
Each night, billions of stars paint the sky, but one star shines brighter than all the rest. Introducing a destination unlike anything the Northwoods has seen before. More spacious, luxurious, and action-packed than ever. A place filled with incredible amenities and endless good times, where you can come to play all day and stay all night. Discover North Star Mohican Casino Resort. There's only one North Star.
Hey Merrill, would you like some Egyptian grilled brisket?
What's Egyptian grilled brisket, Mad Dog?
It's the kind Mummy used to grill.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Joke of the Week is brought to you by Mad Dog and Merrill's Signature Spices and Sauces, available at these and other fine retailers.
Researchers from the University of Vermont reveal that tart cherry juice can reduce muscle pain and damage from exercise. Country Ovens uses the power of Montmorency red tart cherries to create our cherry juice drink. Made from premium Door County cherries, our juice drink is a great way to help repair your muscle and reduce inflammation. Stop in today and give our Cherry Delight cherry juice drink a try. The only thing you have to lose is an achy muscle. Just 30 minutes from Green Bay, Country Ovens is an essential stop when visiting Door County.
Weber grills and accessories used on today's show are available at Ace, True Value, and Do It Best hardware stores.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, the chicken thighs are marinating. The beautiful peaches with the wines over the top are marinating. I've got, can we tell them what we're doing in the last segment?
Sure, why not?
We're gonna have, where are your Funyuns?
I got them over there.
Oh,
The
Matt,
crew's
throw me
got 'em.
those.
No,
Matt,
throw
come
me
here
those.
once. Matt, bring them over to
Here,
us, Matt.
This is Matt.
This is Matt. This is Matt. Matt is one of the fine folks at House on the Rock. Turn around, Matt, and say hi to the folks. Real loud.
Hello, folks.
There you go.
There you
okay,
go.
leave now. Leave.
Yes, I can't wait.
We're gonna have the last segment's gonna do everything about onions.
That's right.
And who but Mad Dog and Merrill can do like a 6 minutes on onions. We're gonna show you 12 ways to do onions on the grill.
Onionology, we call it.
Onionology.
Funyuns.
Fun
We're gonna have
with
Funyuns.
onions.
Fun with onions is coming up.
We should get them as one of the sponsors.
That's true. We should. We should.
Oh, yes. But right now, folks, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Merrill, stand away.
Okay.
And I'll come back in. Folks, I'll tell you what, in the good old summertime,
Yep.
we're not gonna heat that kitchen up.
No.
This is August, this is September. When it's warm outside in those dog days of summer, we're gonna do our pizzas on the grill.
That's the best way to do it. The heat source is really nice. Your pizza comes out really nice, crisp, or however you like it. But you know what? Like today, it's a little drizzly today. This is a good time to go out and cook up pizza on the grill.
It really is. And we're doing two of Wisconsin's finest pizzas, Orv's and Borbella's. Borbella's is a nice self-rising, nice thick crust. The Orv's is going to be their signature thin crust, a special deluxe model. And the pizzas turned out just wonderful. Let me show you these first.
Okay, sure. Beautiful, sir.
Pizzas on the grill are delicious. This is the Borbella's over here, a nice pepperoni pizza there. Pizzas are so easy to do on the grill, and it doesn't matter if you have a charcoal grill. Probably the best way to do it on a charcoal grill is start your charcoal in a pyramid pile.
Right.
Let them get good and gray, and then we actually take the tongs and put them in a circle all the way around the grill on the bottom grates. Put your top grate back on. Pizza goes in the center. It is, honest to God, the best pizza oven you'll ever have.
Yeah. Make sure that the coals are good and great.
Now, on our Weber Genesis grill, these particular burners go across the grill. So I put my two outside burners on a medium heat. I preheated it like an oven. I put the Borbella and the Orv's pizza in the center, and I put the hood down, and about 6 minutes way through the process, I just give them a little quarter turn. And this is the way I love my pizzas done. I want them so crispy, so delicious, it's unbelievable. And doing them on the grill is probably the best way. So I put the hood down, whatever the package says for indirect method of cooking, for oven cooking, that's how you do them on the grill that length of time. And if you have a 2-burner gas grill, by the way, folks, normally the burners are in the front here. You would preheat both sides, turn one burner down to a medium, turn the other burner off, and put the pizza on the side where the burner's turned off. Then you put the hood down, and then you rotate that pizza again about 6 minutes into the cooking process.
Right.
And so you don't burn the crust.
You got it.
The
you gotta
bottom.
turn them off. Yeah, you don't want to burn the bottom. That happens. We get a lot of email on that.
If you have heat underneath that pizza, it's going to burn.
Yeah, quit sending me that email. Even the lady that got me last week, my bottom's burnt.
Merrill's got a pizza brick.
Pizza bricks are so easy, very economical. I'll tell you what, if you're going to buy some good quality equipment, get a good pizza brick. What's nice about this?
Here, go over here. Watch this. I bet you can see better over here.
Can they? Okay.
Yeah, look at
All right.
that. Oh, that
okay,
looks
you got
good.
the handles here that'll go ahead and where you can pick up the pizza brick. When you use a pizza brick, make sure that you go ahead and use a pizza brick, but preheat it for a good 25, 30 minutes before you're ready to grill. It's very important. It'll make your pizza really nice and crisp, and it works like a convection oven, just like what you see in the pizzerias. Pizzerias, they do go ahead and have the pizza bricks completely down on the bottom. So you want to go like, you can even go 400, 450 degrees, but it'll come out really nice and crispy. Some people, my son likes it doughy. I can't stand it that way, but I like a nice crispy pizza. It'll work really good.
Your son's got more dough than you.
Yes, he does. I guess he does have more dough than me. But use the pizza bricks. They're very nice. You get them at any store. You get the high-end pizza bricks like this, which I do like, that does have the handles on it. But that's what pizza's all about. I mean, you can grill it any time of the year. 12 months out of the year, grill some pizza.
I'll tell you what, I guess the theme of this little segment is, in the middle of the summertime, even in the fall, even in the winter, one of the best things on the grill is pizzas, our pizzas, and you actually have a built-in pizza oven any way you cook it on the grill, charcoal or gas or pizza brick. They are delicious, and you can see the crispiness of that beautiful self-rising. I can lift that baby right up, and it is delicious, and I can't wait. Actually, what we're going to do with these pizzas, because we're nice folks, and so are the good folks at Orb's Pizza out of Kaukauna, Wisconsin, all natural toppings, 100% cheese over the top, with no MSG added. So we're going to actually cut up our pizzas, and Matt, who you met just a second ago, is going to take them down to the break room, and they're going to, because they deserve. They deserve Borbellas and Orbs like anybody else.
Well, what about me?
Well, we're going to take a little tour of House on the Rock.
Oh, maybe I can get some pizza then on the inside, huh?
Sure.
Okay, he's lying. I know he's lying.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a little tour of House on the Rock now.
He's lying to me.
I'll show you the carousel.
Oh, okay, let's go. Come on. I'm excited now.
Yeah, I got to get him going. It all began in 1945. Alex Jordan had a dream to build a retreat on and around Deer Shelter Rock in Spring Green, Wisconsin. In the end, he had created the world-renowned attraction known as the House on the Rock.
Opened in 1960 as a house on the rock, it has now grown to include the Infinity Room, which is 218 feet long, unsupported, a 200-foot sea creature, music machine collection, and the world's largest carousel with over 20,000 lights. Open year-round, including a Christmas tour consisting of over 6,000 Santas that run early November to early January. We'll be right back.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by Weber Grills.
Didn't know, couldn't see what was around the corner from me. Check me out, my legs are moving. Hands real smooth, gotta keep it moving. Take it fast, take it slow. Sing it all day, come on, let's go. Can't get enough of these crazy moves. Slide on by, now that's real smooth. Throw your hands up in the air. Bounce on down, let down your hair. You stop, now that's real nice. Come on, get loose.
While visiting the House on the Rock in Spring Green, Wisconsin, the cast and crew stayed at the House on the Rock Resort. With an 18-hole golf course rated 4.5 stars by Golf Digest, the resort is an all-suite resort that also offers weddings, spas, and fine dining, located just south of Spring Green along the Wisconsin River.
Did you know Montmorency red tart cherries are known as the top superfruit and grow right here in northeast Wisconsin? Cherry Delight dried cherries capture all the nutrition and the delicious flavor that these amazing cherries are so well known for. Come sample our superb products including the original Door County dried cherry, Cherry Delight, chocolate covered cherries, our amazing cherry juice drink, and so much more. Country Oven products are perfect for a tasty treat, baking, and year-round gifts. Just 30 minutes from Green Bay, Country Ovens is an essential stop when visiting Door County.
Gourmet chefs know that fresh pressed oils mean perfect flavor. Keep Fat Louie's in your pantry. Taste a new source of fresh Italian olive oils and balsamic vinegars in Door County at Fat Louie's in Egg Harbor and Fish Creek. Fat Louie's has first cold pressed olive oils in over 20 infused flavors and premium varietals, including organic certified. Visit Fat Louie's for flavorful tastings, spices, and hot pepper novelties. Come visit Fat Louie's Olive Oil Company. Fresh is best.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by Fat Louie's Olive Oil.
Well, wasn't that a great tour of House on the Rock, folks? This is Funion time, and there's Merrill juggling the onions.
Onions! Onions, onions. Love onions.
I love onions.
There's a lot of different things that you can do with onions. I'll tell you what.
You can juggle onions?
Yep, I can. Just like I juggle the books.
I can cry with onions?
Yeah, you could cry with onions. It's a good for, you know what, one thing I do use onions for? I will cut off the top of the onions if we're at a place where the grill really needs to be cleaned.
Sure.
And that'll season the grate, so cut the top off there, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's a nice scent to it. Everybody wants to know, what you're cooking. It smells so good.
Absolutely right.
And then you've got your diced onions. Chopped diced onions. You can use them in anything. I like using them in hamburgers.
Absolutely.
Really good. Of course, you could go one step further with the good old onion mix. We use that in our pot roast recipe that we've got in our cookbook on there.
Absolutely.
And then we've got these little good old Aunt Nellie's Holland-style onions.
Pearl.
Great in a martini. I use these all the time when I'm grilling. It's very important, very important. So anyway, fun with onions. What are you going to start out with,
Well,
sir?
I'll tell you what, Merrill threw a bunch of onions on the grill, and we've been cooking these for about 30 minutes now, and I want to show you fun with onions right here, folks. Watch this.
Fun with onions.
Fun with onions. This is a great way, an easy way to do onions. I don't even have to cut those babies, I bet
Look
you.
at that.
I'm going to cut it, though.
Are you?
Because it's hot.
It's hot, isn't it? You know when you take stuff off the grill, it's hot. But look at that.
And there is an onion that is so sweet and done. Peeling and all, shove it on the grill, about a half hour, a couple dabs of butter, serving that with burgers or with chicken or something like that. It's delicious on the grill.
The flavor's phenomenal.
Now, Merrill's going to do some sliced onions.
Sliced onions.
Even Merrill can do them. It's so easy.
I got some onions. Guess what? They're already sliced.
Yes.
I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil on there.
Yep.
That'll make a big difference. Place that on there. And as you can see, we've already got some on the grill, already done. Let me get it. I got the spatula.
So all you simply do for burgers, for steak sandwiches and things like that, all you simply do is glisten them with oil. You put them directly on the grates of the grill, and you got fun with onions there. Here's another fun with onions, so we don't have a flare up here. Stand back there, young
I'm
man.
going to stand out of the camera.
I sliced some onions, and I put them in a drip pan. I added some chicken broth. These burgers are not done yet, but they're seared up. Those are going to go in the pan to slow cook the rest of the way there. I'm going to do the same thing with a couple of the chicken thighs over here.
Gotcha.
We're going to add those in the pan. You can do steaks. You can do anything you want. Bratwurst in those onions. Chicken broth in the bottom. Onions. The meat product. Seal it up. But here's our trade secret. Show them the trade secret.
Trade secret here. Go ahead. Put these chickens right in the thing. We did the Jamaican chicken.
These are chicken thighs that we just seared up.
Right.
And Merrill did your Jamaican chicken.
Jamaican chicken. Very easy to cheat on this.
Yep. You go right ahead and cheat if you
all right,
want
there
to.
we go ahead. I'm going to just go ahead and use a little bit of our marinade that we had. Sprinkle that a little bit on top, and then add a little bit of brown sugar.
And onions.
And onions. Go ahead. We got onions. We got onions. Secret, secret. It's onion day today. Now I'm going to let these simmer for about 20 minutes. Place them on the grill. They'll come out really nice and juicy. Really, really done. It's
So
really
in other words,
easy to do.
those chicken thighs are not done yet. We seared the dickens out of them. Seal them up. Put them back on the grill. Put them back on the grill.
Well, I am. I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar in there,
Good.
too.
I love brown sugar.
The brown sugar really brings out
here's
the flavor.
here's another great one right here. I took an onion and I quartered it in 6 pieces. I sixthed it. Three-quarters of the way down. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of honey over the top of that. Watch this one. We're going to drizzle a little honey over the top. That's going to soak in. I'm going to add some curry. I love the flavor of curry, and just a tad bit of our spicy barbecue sauce, if I can find it. #1 barbecue sauce in Wisconsin and Minnesota, folks. Mad Dog and Merrill's. Little spicy barbecue sauce. I'm going to wrap that onion up. That goes on the grill, indirect method of cooking, for about 40 minutes when you're doing roast or something like that. And you want to...
Oh, man.
Look at that. That's going to be the most delicious. Now, remember the baked potato we did, folks?
I remember the baked potato,
We took a baked potato, we split it in half, we opened it up, we added a pepperoni and garlic. And I'm going to show you...
Boy, your hands, you got tough hands. Man, I would just be dropping.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
Look at the steam roll off that little baker. Absolutely delicious. The flavor that's bounding on there, we added a little bit of our Grandma Hazel's or our grilling magic. I don't even remember.
That's
now
true.
we took a garlic clove, ladies and gentlemen. One more time.
One more thing, folks, before we let you go. One more thing. Show them,
We
Mad
took
Dog.
a garlic clove and we sliced off the top. We put it in foil, and that went on the grill with the baked potato for about 40 minutes.
Oh, man.
And what you do is you take the garlic cloves, and all you simply do is over the top of roast, you just squeeze. I can't even do it. It's too hot.
It's too hot.
You
Well,
squeeze
get
that.
the-
Oh, look at
it's great. Man, on crackers and cheese.
Oh,
I gotta
man.
have some of that right now. I'm sorry. It's,
Oh, for goodness sakes.
no flavor.
Onion wedges. Take an onion, take an onion
Oh,
one more
the man's
time.
not done, ladies and
Not
gentlemen.
done
He's
yet.
not done.
Wedges of onion. Take an onion, cut it into wedges, glisten it with that oil, and honest to goodness, onions on the grill. Who could have more fun than onions with onions than Mad Dog and Merrill?
That's right. It's Funion time.
It's Funion
It's
time.
Funion time.
At House
they gotta
on the Rock.
have Funion with onions on House on the Rock.
Oh, man.
All
We'll be
right.
right back to wrap this baby up.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by Golden Plump Chicken.
Each night, billions of stars paint the sky, but one star shines brighter than all the rest. Introducing a destination unlike anything the Northwoods has seen before. More spacious, luxurious, and action-packed than ever. A place filled with incredible amenities and endless good times, where you can come to play all day and stay all night. Discover North Star Mohican Casino Resort. There's only one North Star.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you in part by North Star Mohican Casino and Resort.
I'll tell you what, we had a great time at House on the Rock.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And I forgot in the last segment, I forgot the peaches that we marinated with peach wine and peach olive oil with the coconut and the almond slices on it, and a dollop of caramel in each one of those little peach slices. That ought to keep Merrill busy for the next time we see you good folks, okay?
I think so.
So we'll see you folks next time on Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
Happy grilling, everybody.
Woo,
You did a
Dougie.
good job there, young
You
man.
did a
I'm
wonderful
impressed.
job,
I'm
Merrill.
impressed.
The onions were the hit of the show.
That was.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro. For video production and marketing communication needs, go to lashbro.com. For recipes, tips, tricks, and techniques, go to maddogandmerrill.com. Tune in every Sunday at 9:30 on this CW station for Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
Who's recording?
If you find Mad Dog and Merrill, tell them to get here. We're standing in for them, okay? I've been here for hours in the rain trying to grill, and those shysters aren't here yet.
They are shysters.
Yeah,
my
they
God.
are.